Hello and welcome to 5 Minutes of PMA with Patty. I'm your restful host, Patty Stuland, and I am excited to have you here. I hope that you're doing well. Our quote for today: it is very important that we relearn the art of resting and relaxing. Not only does it help prevent the onset of many illnesses that develop through chronic tension and worrying, it allows us to clear our minds, focus, and find creative solutions to problems. This is by Thich Nhat Hanh. I know that God works in mysterious ways, and discovering the topic for this podcast episode was truly inspired by the things God has presented with me over the past 3 days. I know that for me, and perhaps for you as well, that God usually must present to me in three different ways the message He has for me. By the third time it is presented, I finally realize the message. The topic for this week's podcast is no exception to that rule. Last week, I went to a woman's dessert. The topic from the keynote speaker was rest. The wonderful speaker spoke about the importance of rest and what the Bible says about the importance of it. I have noticed over my life that one of the ways that God has always captured my attention when it comes to rest is to bring on a cold or the flu or just pure exhaustion. And I physically cannot go on. Can any of you relate? As I listened to her message, the word hibernation came to mind. The definition that the dictionary says about hibernation is the condition or period of an animal or plant spending the winter in a dormant state, and an extended period of remaining inactive or indoors. There is also a question that was asked on Google. What does it mean when a person goes into hibernation? This was the response that was given. Takeaway: there is no evidence that humans can go into hibernation, an extended state of torpor. Torpor is the physiological state of metabolic depression in which your body temperature, breathing, and energy expenditure drop. But humans have distant ancestors that did hibernate. I know, that was a lot of information, wasn't it? But many years ago, I learned about seasonal depression. And for me, that was an eye-opening revelation. As someone who loves the outdoors, I do find myself during the winters not spending time outside and not getting that vitamin D that is so very important. And I find myself a bit sadder and more depressed. Once again, can any of you relate? So this talk was the first clue I was given on this week's topic. The second clue came yesterday. Each morning, my dear friend Nancy sends out 2 different morning devotional readings. One of those readings was called, you guessed it, Rest. The devotional starts with this Bible verse. Then God blessed the seventh day and made it holy, because on it he rested from all the work of creating that he had done. Genesis 2:3. Here are a couple of things the devotional has to say. Are you a little grumpy when you're tired? A lot grumpy? It's okay. We're all friends here. The fact is that exhaustion does bring out the joy in people, doesn't bring out the joy in people. Things that wouldn't even faze us on a good day can bring out the crazy in us when we've been too tired for too long. The devotional goes on to say, it's okay to take a break and be refreshed. If you find yourself missing the joy and wondering when you became so irritable, carve out some time to rest. Well, I know I am sounding like a broken record here, but can any of you relate? The third and final clue for this week's topic came this morning when I went on Facebook to post something for a friend, and this post came up from another friend. It's by Nikki Banis, and it's called Simple Things. Sometimes we get so caught up in life that we forget that we don't always have to be busy. We don't always need to be checking our email or rushing to the next thing. We need to remind ourselves that it's okay and absolutely necessary to slow it all down, take a break, and enjoy nature, to turn off the TV and simply be together, to enjoy a game of cards, to ask our kids what they're wondering about, to call our parents, to watch the sunrise, to enjoy the smell of a burning candle. We must never forget to enjoy the little things because they are never as little as we think. After reading this, I finally knew I was supposed to write about rest. For some of us, we may view rest as weakness, when in reality, when we take a time out and we rest, we think better, we feel better, and we do better. I am reminded that rest is a way to reward yourself for all the incredible things you do year round. Be gentle and be good to yourself. The rest you take now will prepare you for the busy days ahead. You will find a renewed strength and energy to face whatever may come your way. So take that nap. Feel good about sleeping in on Saturday mornings. Take time to sit and relax with that good book, or just sit with a cup of tea or coffee and watch the sunrise or sunset. Be in the moment. Feel good about it and feel good about you. Your life matters. Resting is part of living your best dash. Life's an adventure. Enjoy the journey, and may God bless you all.